All right. I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Hala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And I'm going to pose the question again. What did I say? Pretty much, is all hell about to break loose? Surrounding this election, whether it be leading up to it or after it, will all hell break loose? Is all hell about to break loose? I saw this, as you can see, voters share why they're voting early in Central Florida. Again, voters share why they're voting early in Central Florida. With just 13 days left until Election Day, long lines at early voting locations like the Alafaya Branch Library are already forming, stretching out into parking lots as voters take advantage of early voting opportunities. And Salakia, real quick, let me get the numbers, and hopefully I don't get copyright real quick. Salakia. Okay, good. The Wadi, how about Shemal Shai? So they said, as far as early voting, you can see it says 660,893 ballots have already been mailed in. That's mailed in is what you're seeing up top. And 289,703, these are people that voted in person already. And it's still 13 days left. This is just in Central Florida. Okay? So you can see how serious people are taking this election. Okay, so again, is all hell about to break loose prior to or after this election? I mean, what's going to happen? What's going to happen, man? In my opinion, my humble opinion, in these divided states of America, seems like we're sitting on a powder keg. Seems like the world is sitting on a powder keg. Seems like everything is coming to a head. Okay? And anyways, it's biblical prophecy. We already know that. We already know the answer to this. What I'm posing to you people is a rhetorical question. It's a it's a rhetorical question. We already know the answer. All hell is about to break loose. All hell is already breaking loose. Okay? Beautiful times. Beautiful times. And why are so many people taking this election so serious? Because they can see the state of the world. They can see the state of Babylon. Everybody knows that. Everybody can clearly see we're in perilous dire, we're in a real bad, Babylon is falling, This bitch is circling the drain. Everybody can see it. Everybody's at their wits' end. And this is their last hope. Their last hope is in their leaders. They're looking to their leaders. But guess what? You're looking you're looking for in vain, man. You're looking in vain. You're putting all your trust in a nation that cannot save you. Okay? Beautiful times that we're living in. All hell is about to break loose. We're at the brink of Jacob's trouble. All the floodgates are about to let loose. The winds of destruction are about to let loose. And that day is going to overtake 99% of you as a thief. Isaiah 31. I'm going to start in the NLT first. And then I'll jump back to the KJV. Isaiah 31. And you can see what the blue letter has it titled. It says, "Help not in Egypt." We're in Egypt all over again. Broken records. Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt. Help not in Egypt, but in God. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The futility of relying on Egypt. You're going to see. You're going to see. You know, everything you hope and trust in is going to fail you. There's only one way out of this thing, man. And that's through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Through that straight gate. Through obedience. Through repentance. Isaiah 31:1. What sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help? All these dummies that are lining up. Lining up. You know? That same way they're going to line up to get that charagma with their hands, and they're going the same defeat. Yeah, people are through. They're in beautiful times, man. Beautiful times to be alive for the elect, the hopeful elect, the remnant. What sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help, trust in their horses, chariots, and charioteers, and dependent on the strength of human armies instead of looking toward the Lord, Yahweh, the Holy One of Yasharallah. Yeah, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is the furthest thing from these people's mind. Most of these people, you know, a lot of well, not mo, but you gotta. This might be a little bit long. Spiritual rant. You got a sect of people that are so-called woke. You got the woke movement, so-called woke, right? You know, truthers and all this stuff, right? And they call themselves, prophesying, quotation marks, prophesying, and they can see the downfall of America. They can see something on the horizon. They can't quite pinpoint it, and that's why you have a whole sect called preppers, doomsday preppers, financial preppers, right? Everybody can, well, majority of the people, well, a percentage of the people can see, you know, something nefarious is on the horizon, but they can't pinpoint it. And they're and what are they doing now? They see the storm and they're prepping carnally. Everybody got a carnal solution. Buy gold, buy silver, buy Bitcoin, buy this, do that. Get you a doomsday bunker. Everybody got a goddamn carnal solution. When the solution is a spiritual one. That's the only solution. Okay? And some of them, you know, on the back end they'll throw God in there. You know? Get you some guns and, you know, get your physical fitness up and this, that, and the third. Get your household in order and get right with Jesus and God on the back burner. No, that's your number one priority, man. Your only priority. Seek the kingdom and everything else will be added unto you. That's the only way you're going to find mercy is through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Let me jump to the KJV. I love the King's English the best, man. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. You trust in this man's military, his technology, his science, falsely so-called, and it's gonna fail you. You trust in this man's system. You really think this devil is a god? You think Sleazy E is a god, man? But as it's gonna say, the Egyptians are men. The chariots, they're nothing, man. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay. And I implore you to read it in the NLT. That reads good in the NLT too. But I'm not gonna I don't want to make this OD long. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Yasharallah, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yet he also is wise. Who's wise? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And will not call back his words. Hey man, he's bound by his words. His word is bond, and that's what he's governed by. These prophecies. He does not move till said measure be fulfilled. It says, Once the doors of mercy are slammed shut, that's it, man. All bets are off. The winds of destruction gonna be set loose, man. It says, yet he. Let me read it in the NLT, and then I'll read it back in the KJV. In his wisdom, the Lord Yahweh will send great disaster. That's what's coming upon the earth. Famine, the sword, pestilences, perilous times. The ultimate sword, the missiles, the nukes, the waster to destroy. In his wisdom, the Lord Yahweh will send great disaster. Yeah, Esau's so wise, but he can't get himself out of this quagmire. But he's so goddamn wise. But he can't stop his economy from collapsing. But he's so goddamn wise. He can't add a day to his year to when his number's called. No matter how many fucking heart transplants, no matter how many blood transfusions, when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai requires that soul, you can't keep it in you 1 millisecond. When it's your time to go, that's it. That spirit going back to he who created it. But you so goddamn wise, right? In his wisdom, the pride of his heart have deceived him. His terribleness have deceived him. In his wisdom, the Lord will send great disaster. He will not change his mind. It's inevitable. The kingdom is coming, and in order to get to the kingdom, we must go through a great tribulation. With violence, this kingdom is going to get thrown down. He will rise against the wicked and against their helpers. You see that? For the Egyptians, I gotta read in the NLT. For these Egyptians are mere humans, not God. Their horses are puny flesh, not mighty spirits. When the Lord Yahweh raises his fist against them, those who help will stumble, and those being helped will fall. They will all fall down and die together. You see that? Whew, man. Hey, man, horrific times on the horizon. Hey, man, it would behoove you to sincerely repent and seek the Lord while he may be found, man. All hell is about to break loose. Again, that's a rhetorical question. The love of many is going to wax cold. Man, perilous times on the horizon. Whether you believe it or not, whether you understand it or not, hey, man, all hell is about to break loose. And these stupid Babylonians in for a rude awakening. Hey, that's why Isaiah 19, they about to turn against each other. Let me close out here. I pretty much hit the point. Revelation 18, and I'll start at 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Can't you see Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is beginning to plague Babylon the Great? And you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till the winds of destruction are let loose. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. I gotta get some more. Salaki, some more in that. Yeah, that's what you think you ain't never gonna go down. But it's time for you to come down and sit in the dust. O virgin daughter Babylon, there is no throne. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. That's what's coming to America. Babylon the Great, that's what's coming to the world. And everybody can sense it. That's why they all run into the goddamn polls, foolishly, for naught. Therefore shall her plagues come in one, because you can't turn these plagues away. You can't evacuate, you can't escape, you can't escape what's coming on the earth. Hey, the time of judgment is coming, and we're all gonna have to give an account for what we've been doing in our body, whether they be good or bad. We all have to appear before the seat of judgment, and that day is quickly approaching. No escaping it. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. That's the ultimate judgment. them nukes, them ICBMs, the lake of fire. For strong is the Lord Adawan Yahweh, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who judgeth her. Hey, judgment day is coming. Hey, you could read the whole. You could keep this whole chapter. This whole chapter is dedicated to the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. But the point of the matter is, instead of you fucking running down there to the polls, you know, and casting your vote early, why don't you fucking turn back to your power? The only one that can save. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam yasharala.